Good morning. I'm starting a little early. I just pushed go live and it says I'm a few minutes early. Oops. I guess I was just excited to go live. Good morning, Samara. Monday be like, ugh. I'm with you. I hate Mondays. I dislike, hate is a strong word, so I will use dislike Mondays. I'm on my phone, not my computer. So, for some reason, my chat is not catching up. Hey, Dog Mom, good morning. I know I have not been live for a while, and I wanted to talk about that. Um, and I'm definitely making some changes that I feel that is good for me and good for my my how do I want to say it? I don't want to say safety because that doesn't sound right, but I'm making some changes. As you guys can see on my ticker that's going across the bottom of the screen, I no longer have my email. I'm going to be going through and removing my email. Um, that's something that I'm going to start changing. I really enjoyed having my email up there, especially for like whiskers and wags and stuff. But some things have transpired that is making me having to change that. So I feel I'm sorry for everybody that, wants to get a hold of me. I guess you're going to have to get a hold of me through Discord. I will be changing in my description instead of having my email. I'm going to put my Discord name and number. So you're going to have to get a hold of me that way. My email is now going to be private for just me. Good morning, Captain Obvious. Good morning, Sonia. Hello, hello. Good to see everybody. Um, so yeah, so I'm gonna end up changing that. Maybe I will put my Discord name and number scrolling across the bottom instead of my email. Um, I think I'm gonna be doing that instead. It's just that some things have transpired that I need to kind of revamp and make myself more private, if that makes sense. I was pretty much open, giving out my email and making it easier for people to get a hold of me. But as everybody knows, doing that also makes for people that don't like you or um, really easy to find personal things about me also. So, and it's come to that time, before I was a small channel. I still am a small channel, but my opinions have obviously rubbed people the wrong way, which happens on YouTube. And so now it's time for me to protect myself and my family. So I just wanted to, that's why hey, Rolls mate, how are you? Good morning. So yes, no more emailing. Um, that is going to stop. So that is why my title was my title this morning, is because I am changing it. I don't know how I'm going to do whiskers and wags, because I do. Hey Bailey, good morning. Um, I don't know how I'm going to do whiskers and wags now, because I do like at the end, everybody shares their animals at the end, and we were doing that with my email. So I'm going to have to do some thinking on how we can change that. So everybody, please bear with me. I just, hey Nari, good morning. Just my safety and my family's safety and all that is just more important than, no offense, but more important than having my email out there so people can email me whenever they feel like it, because they're not just using my email to, and they're not just using my email just to email me. They're doing other things with it. I don't want to get into it. I don't want to talk about it, what happened. I just kind of wanted to let you guys know that I am changing things. Hey, Ems. Um, I'm not comfortable saying what happened. It's just that it's time for me to change some stuff up. So my email is going to be no longer. Um, I think I'm going to make it so if people need to get a hold of me, they can get a hold of me through Discord. If you don't have a Discord, I guess, I don't know. You can write in my comments section. I don't know. We're going to have to go with the flow and figure out how. Yes, it is freezing here. We had more snow. I feel like we've had more than enough snow. I'm ready for spring. And so that's why I've taken a break. That's why I have not been around. That's why I haven't been going live. I just needed some time to do some thinking and figuring out how I can still do my channel, and because I enjoy doing my channel and I enjoy you guys coming in and supporting me. And I didn't want to walk away from that. It was really a touch and go at first. I was ready to throw in the towel and be done. And I worked too hard, to get to where I am. And I enjoy going live and chit chatting with you guys. So I've just taken some time to take a break and think about how I can keep me and my family and my home and stuff like that safe, but still be able to go live and talk to you guys. I just walked in and heard family safety, so I figured I ask. Yeah. I mean, I'm sure you guys can read between the lines. I'm sure you guys can figure out maybe what happened. I do not want to bring light to it. I just don't feel comfortable discussing. It's just that I have to do what I have to do for me and my family. Hey, Hemdal, good morning. So, but I have been watching YouTube here and there. I just haven't gone live. And I have to say that I want to give, I know it's hard for Wendy to be venturing out on her own. I watched her live yesterday, and I want to give her props because it is nerve-wracking to go live by yourself and, start your own adventure your own way. But I hope nothing but the best for her. I hope that, she does well. Hey, Truth, good morning. How are you? You haven't been live in a while either, Truth. I've been missing seeing you. You been taking a break too? I hope everything's okay and you are well. But I hope the best for her. She seemed like she had a lot of support yesterday. She had a lot of people in her chat. She seems like she is trying to figure it out. I'm sure this isn't easy for her. Link, let me see if I can do it because I'm on my phone. Hold on, let me see if I can do it. Where would I find it? Settings? Yes. Okay. No. Hold on. I got to figure out how to do it from my phone. I know you can. Invite guest. Copy. Okay. Now I have to, hold on, bear with me. Don't go nowhere. Let me figure this out. Let me figure it out. I hope you guys are still here. My channel, me, mute, paste. Okay. I did it. Now let me see if I can get back to my StreamYards. So I can. Hey, I figured it out. Oh no. How am I on twice? How do I kill myself? Remove from add to.
Are you
Did I
there?
do it?
I'm
I
here. Can you
am.
hear me?
I can.
Okay, good. Hello, everybody in chat, and thanks for having me up, Jenna. By the way, I was Wendy's first panel guest, so let's not forget that. Uh, I know I haven't been going live, and the reason I haven't been going live is because it seems like the topic of the town is Diane and this St. Jude stuff. And I've tried to withhold my opinion on it. Um, I've pretty much made up my mind that after Tuesday, if not that Diane, not that I set the standards, but after Tuesday, if Diane can't show a complete rundown, and I know it's possible because I worked for St. Jude, a complete rundown of what's been donated, then at that point, I will speak my opinion. I'm kind of one of those that I want to see all the evidence before I speak out kind of people. But I feel like that with everything that's going on with Diane, it's kind of silenced the community. It's like a black cloud hanging over us. Can you hear me? Hello? Where's Jenna? I think Jenna kicked the wrong Jenna. Can you all hear me? So y'all can hear me, but I don't want her to be guilty. I mean, I don't. I don't want anybody.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now, but barely.
Oh,
Oh no, you're better. You're better.
okay.
Uh yes, I know. When are you
My
planning on
hand out
speaking your
again.
opinion? It's one thing to show some receipts, but all of them. Here's the thing. You don't have to show a receipt. St. Jude will give you a monthly rundown of what you've donated. Uh and they do that so it's just like a casino. If I play in a casino and I want to claim my losses on my taxes, you can go into a casino, you can go to their finance area, and you can get a rundown of the money that you have your win losses in a casino. I know this. I worked in a casino for 20 years.
Right.
So I've been waiting for Diane to go live. But here's my big thing. That's what I'm waiting on, for Diane to show. She doesn't have to show her tax ID or anything like that, but you can get an entire statement. Trust me. There's not a charity out there. If you donate a car to the Goodwill, you get something so that you can deduct that on your taxes.
Right.
So I'm, like I said, I've been holding my tongue, Jenna, and everybody's like, well, what's your opinion? What's your opinion?
You have not, had an opinion. You haven't been going live. You are really the one of the only people that really haven't inserted yourself. I've even gone live about it. I've been on the fence, in the beginning. I didn't know what to believe, and then other things led to me to wonder and stuff. I mean, I've even been guilty of putting my opinion out there, but you haven't.
No.
No, you haven't.
Because I really honestly believe in, before you persecute somebody, and I get it, her behavior lately hasn't looked good, but you don't persecute somebody on their behavior. I'm a big Darlie Routier. I believe that she's been falsely convicted, and I believe she was convicted on her behavior after the death of her boys.
Right.
The famous graveyard, where they had the party for Devin.
Right. With the
silly string. Yes, the famous silly string. And
yeah,
the jury,
chomping on gum and everything, laughing.
Yes,
right.
Yes. And the jury pretty much admitted in the last show called The Last Defense, one of the jurors spoke up and said that pretty much sealed the deal for her, that wasn't acting like a grieving mother. That doesn't mean she's guilty.
No, it doesn't, because they didn't show the first part. Like, that's what she had said. Like, the first part, they did a visual, a
2-hour memorial service out there.
Right. And what the news caught was afterwards, celebrating the birthday and the silly string, but they didn't see the other part. So I agree with you on that.
Just like one of the mothers of the Sandy Hook shooting. She did interviews. She actually had what people considered desecrating her daughter's casket, because she allowed them to come up and sign it. Her little friends, her little kindergarten friends or first grade friends or whatever. Does that mean that woman acted in, a bad light? Did she cause this? You know what I'm saying? So, I've held my opinion, and I think I think Diane has put some people that really, really, really care about her in a precarious situation, and that probably bothers me more than anything.
I can agree with that. I think I absolutely, because you are seeing people that are the closest to her feeling one is completely defeated, and the other one just doesn't know where to go or what to do. So I agree with that, and they are, they want to be her friend and have a voice, and they believe in her, but at the same time, because of that, they're getting torn apart.
Well, and it's not just Wendy and Randy. Trust me when I say Diane has mods that absolutely adore her. And they'll probably still adore her, even after all is said and done. And that's okay. But I've bit my tongue until first Diane was going to go live on Friday. So I
Yep.
thought, okay, let's see what she has. And then, I'll talk about it. And then she changed it to Tuesday. But
Right.
I haven't been going live because it seems like when I fire up my live stream, everybody wants to talk about the St. Jude situation. And I don't feel comfortable doing that yet.
Right. And I think that that's what's making it hard for everybody because everybody, Friday wasn't the first time she's canceled. She canceled last week too, and yeah, you're right. She can do it her own way. She's doing it her own way, but I think it's making it harder for people to believe in her by canceling all the time, and I that's how I feel, and I think it was disappointing to see her cancel Friday. It was disappointing to see her
Well, and
cancel,
there's
and
and
I
there's
hope she.
things being said that, it's her money. Well, okay, super chats are the money. It does belong to the person that gets super chatted. I totally agree with that. But you can't say you're going to designate X amount of dollars, to something and then still say it's your money. Because I know for a fact that there's people that went in there that donated more than what they would have. I mean, yes, there's people that donated to Diane just because they enjoyed the show, just because they
Absolutely.
wanted to super chat. There's nothing wrong with that.
Nope.
But anything that has the words for the kids should have gone to the kids.
Right. And people are saying, some people are saying it did, some people that didn't. Like Red just said, Stellar's name has been removed from the title. I noticed that as well. I'm not quite sure why. I don't know. I know when she made the live for Tuesday, Stellar's name was in the title. It was a special guest Stellar. And now that has been removed. Everybody is
No,
kind of
I'm
freaking out why his
more
name has been removed.
more
I
than
don't
enough. I'm not shading Diane. If I
know.
wanted to shade Diane, I would have jumped on the several hundred people
Yep,
that are really going after Diane. I have kept my mouth shut.
I agree
I've
with
I
that.
haven't
Out
been in.
of everybody, Tracy's the one that's been the most quiet about this. Some people have gone live, like me. I've gone live maybe twice about it. Other people have gone live more about it. Tracy, even when she has gone live and people have come into her chat to discuss it, she has said she does not feel comfortable discussing it. So I definitely disagree with that comment. I think out of everybody, Tracy's been the one that's been most silent about her opinion, how she views it, anything. She's kind of kept it to herself. She has.
And here's the thing. Okay, I've been hearing about all these great things that Diane's done for the community. I'm not going to deny that. I'm not, because I don't know what goes on behind the scenes with Diane.
No.
I don't know who goes to Diane and says, "Hey, I need this or I need that," and she helps out. I'm not going to
Mhm.
question that. I'm going to assume that's the truth.
I am too, because I've even said that on my panel that I think that Diane has done wonderful things for this community. And she has. And it's never been a question before. All the great things that she's done for this community, people have praised her for. Even the people that are doubting her now have even praised her for what she has done for this community at times. But now I think everybody's using the St. Jude thing as a whole, and I don't agree with that because I myself have seen her do great things for the community at times, so but now everybody's it because of this St. Jude thing, and because it's so
I agree,
everybody's
Beth.
talking about it. It's like you're discrediting the other things she has done for this community.
And I want to see her come live and shut everything down. Just shut it down. Here you go. Shut your mouths. Leave me alone and let me get on with my show. That's what I want to see happen, because this divide has not just affected Diane and her supporters.
Mm-mm.
It's affected everybody, whether they realize it or not.
Yep. There's a lot of friendships that have been divided. And it's not
Yes.
even necessarily Diane's mods or Diane's friends. It's people that supported Diane and people that don't support Diane that are now divided. They're not friends anymore because, and that, they're still standing by them, but because of Diane's actions, other people that used to stand by Diane are now kind of pulling back, and it's making other people fight, So I agree with that, Tracy.
Well, and everybody, anybody else in this community would be held to the standard. Do you think anything she shows will change her mind? There's one of Diane's mods, and I like
anyone's
Tracy.
mind.
I
At
like
this
Tracy.
time, I do too. I like Tracy too. At this time,
I think there's going to be some.
Yep.
I think there's going to be some that nothing's going to be good enough for. So Diane's not going to win over some.
Yep.
But I think there's capabilities of showing enough that people can say, you know what, it's time to drop this. It's time to move on.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, I feel horrible for people that really, really support and care. I mean, they care about Diane. They form friendships with her. It's
a lot of people, right? And a lot of people said if she would have showed it right from jump, I think it wouldn't have been dragged out as far as it has, or gotten as nasty as it has. And I'm not putting that blame on Diane, but I know a lot of people now feel like there's been too much time passed. So no matter what she shows, it doesn't matter. So I think, but there's other people that are going to be more open-minded, more willing to see what she puts. And I think there will be some people that might forgive and forget. And other people, I don't think you're ever going to get that. I really don't. No matter what she says.
No, Tracy, it isn't easy for anyone, because there are so many people that support Diane that I absolutely adore. And that's why I pretty much held my tongue on this whole situation until I see what Diane has to offer.
Mm-hmm.
I am a true believer, innocent until proven guilty. I really am.
And I think it's not helping. The stories keep getting more bigger and more elaborate, and I think that's not helping either. I mean, I've heard she's in the Bahamas. The cops have been at her house.
And I
don't believe all that. And I think they're adding fuel to the mess that's already, it's already a big enough mess. Why do people have to make it bigger? With lies?
No, and all of that bull that's coming in about that stuff, I don't pay no attention to that.
I don't either. I don't either. Some people do. And I think that's it. That's the hard part. Like, stop trying to make it worse than it already is, it's already pretty bad. People are hurt. There's people out here that are legitly hurt, and hearing these made up stories, because right now they don't know what to believe, it's not helping this community at all. I don't believe
it has affected me and my close circle.
Yep.
Because people are torn. People are, 100% Diane and 100% not Diane. And then you have people like me that's in the middle that's like, well, I'm not going to say either way until I actually see evidence, good, substantial evidence, not a thank you letter. I want to see dollar signs.
Steve Tim, good to see you. It has been a long time. Good to see you. Nobody else in the community gets 3 weeks to show proof. I have to agree with that.
More than enough. Please, please, please don't tell somebody what they can and cannot talk about. Okay? Because I have bit my tongue on this situation for how long now? How long? Weeks.
But
Weeks.
how can you sit there more than enough and say people have already proved her guilt and told her to leave the community, stop talking about it, period? But if the shoe was on another foot, say it was a different creator,
So it was
yeah,
Laura.
right. I think people would feel differently. I mean, Laura got talked about left, right, and center with her stuff, which we won't even go with my opinion on that. I'll keep that one to myself. But I I get maybe because you care about her, you want it to stop, and I get that. But this is what this community is about. This is everybody's going to have a say, whether you like it or not. People are not just going to not talk about it because you want them to. That's not how it works in this community.
To be honest with you, if Diane was able to have shut this down a couple weeks ago, this would be over with. Everybody
Yeah,
would be moving on. Ladies'
yeah.
night would be continuing. Um, and I'm sorry, in that part, I do blame Diane.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, when
I
it
do.
comes to that, I'm sorry, Diane. You could have shut this down. If it's just out of stubbornness, well, it didn't work.
It did.
There's a lot of people hurting.
There is. And I have to agree with you on that one. I think it just could have got shut down 3 weeks ago. And it's been going and going and going and going. And everybody wants us to stop talking about it. But as this community, nobody's going to stop talking about it until Diane finally speaks. That is why everybody keeps talking about it, because Diane has not spoken.
Right,
And I
just a
think for
sub.
us, just to move on, I think we need to hear Diane's side. Whether you're going to believe it or not, everybody still wants to hear her side.
Right.
And I think,
And if you choose not to believe it, that's but if you don't believe it, then let it go, because
mhm,
nothing's going to change. If you don't believe what she puts out there, then just let it go. Don't support her. Don't go into her lives, whatever. Um, because once she puts out what she has, you have a decision. Take it and accept it and continue to support her, or don't take it, don't accept it, and don't support her. That's going to be your two decisions. Nobody's going to jail. Nobody, it's why
no,
would you want to send somebody to jail? I don't
right.
even understand that. People saying, oh, she's going to go to jail. I wouldn't want to see Diane or anybody else sitting in jail. Jail
Nope,
is not nice. I went there once when I was young. It is not a good place.
nope. This is the problem. It's Diane's word who constantly demands proof of others. And I think that's the hard part for a lot of people, because that was what she would do. When something happened in this community that she felt was wrong, she would go live and want to see proof and try to fix it for the community. And now that the shoe is on her foot, I think that's what's hard for everybody, because she's not using her own words for her own mess right now,
Right.
so to speak.
That's true. Like I said, I'm holding my tongue until after Tuesday. I have held my tongue since this began.
Uh-huh.
Even though people have gone on panels and said, we know where you stand, Teresa. No, you don't.
No,
Because I stand on the side of innocent until proven guilty. I always have. And I'm not
I've
going to base somebody's innocence or guilt off of their behavior.
yep.
Was I like the Darlie Routier case? Do I think going to the graveyard and spraying silly string and all that was the best thing to do? Obviously not. It landed her on death row.
Yep. And I mean, me and Tracy are pretty close. Everybody knows that me and Tracy are pretty close. And I can even tell you,
We
how
haven't
she's
we
speaking
haven't
right
spoken
now,
on it.
we don't speak on it. I don't even know what Tracy's thought is, not thought, anything. What she's saying right now is pretty much what I've gotten, even behind the scenes.
That's true, Christina. It has been that way throughout the community. You're right. It's
Mhm.
not just Diane. It's
It's not.
receipts or it didn't happen.
Yep. It's always been that way. And I think that's where everybody's frustrated because some people believe that she shouldn't have to, and other people believe she should. And I think to end this and stop it, you have to. But putting it off week after week, putting up a live and then taking it away, it's making you, not saying you're guilty, but in this community, it makes you look guilty. If anybody else did that, we would have them guilty dead to right, And I hope she goes live Tuesday. I really hope this is the end of it and she goes live and shows it, and people are going to believe her or not believe her. If you don't believe her, then just go on, unsub her, don't watch her, just let it be. It's kind of hard to constantly come into YouTube to get a break, and every live it's about this. I want it done and over with.
Me too, because it is affecting. I mean, okay, let's take the kids of St. Jude out of it, even though they're what's getting lost in all of this, because now it's become a YouTube battle instead of, the kids of St. Jude. Anything that Diane has donated, anything that anybody has donated to St. Jude is greatly appreciated. Trust me, I worked there for 11 years.
Because I've even said on my live, what if it's not 100%? What if she did not give 100%? She gave 50%. Would that be enough for people? Because she still gave to the children, and it is about the children. Yep. But a lot of people in my live said no, because she said 100%. That's what we want to see is 100%. Now, if it is about the children, wouldn't 50% be enough? Would it?
Kathy B, can I ask you what you're upset about?
I didn't see. What is she? Let me see.
I mean, I think she was going to leave and threw up the peace sign and.
Oh, I think maybe it's because yet again, here's another panel talking about this, and I didn't see her comment, but I know it's frustrating. I mean, for me too, I've rolled my eyes like, yet again, we're hammering on this yet again. I think everybody's over it and wants to move on, but I don't think we can move on until we hear Diane's side. And that's why I hope she goes live on Tuesday. So we can.
And I am ready to drop this subject because I'm going to get down off the panel. I've got some things to take care of. Hopefully my son is moving in a positive direction today. So
yeah, well, prayers for your son. I hope so.
Yeah, me too. But I'm always,
I know.
I don't get my hopes up. I don't set expectations too high because I don't want to be let down. But also I want to talk about Christmas time. Those Christmas lists were a fantastic thing. A lot of people worked hard on those. If you got anything from those Christmas lists, consider yourself fortunate. Okay? It was Diane's idea. It was a wonderful thing. I hope next Christmas it's done and it's just, all the
Can I hold that one thought, Tracy? YouTube user. YouTube user says, we see Tiffany and Corey in your chats at the truth. We know where you stand. That's not necessarily true. Just because people are in your chats or because they're in your chats.
That's probably Ash274 because that's the exact same comment she made to me. Ash, just come in under your real account.
That doesn't prove that Tracy stands with anybody, because when Tracy's live, she's not discussing the receipts. When she goes live, she's avoiding it. So just because they're in their chats doesn't mean she stands with them or doesn't. And I've seen that because Tiffany and Corey have been in my chat. And that doesn't necessarily mean I agree with everything they say. They're just being in my chat does not say we stand with this person or we stand with that person because they're in their chat. I think that is just a ridiculous comment.
I do too, because I see people in everybody's chat that I think at some point has done something dirty or shady. And I'm not saying Tiffany and Corey's done anything dirty or shady. Don't take it that way. But if I judge people by who they're in their chat, then I couldn't associate with any creator on here.
I totally agree with that. That's why I think it's a ridiculous comment. I just do. That doesn't mean anything. Everybody watches everybody. Whether you lurk or you type, it doesn't necessarily mean that we agree. I mean, we don't always agree, and we could be in a chat talking to a friend and somebody on panel talking about something else. That doesn't mean 100% just because we're in their chat, we agree with everything that comes out their mouth. That's not true. Because I know, some people don't think what I'm saying is, here, we're on Jenna Moon's side. They're just in here listening, but that doesn't mean they agree.
Like I said, if Diane is listening, and I hope she is, because at the moment, I don't have a problem with Diane. Me and Diane have had our problems in the past. I will tell you that Diane has never, ever told anything I've ever told her. I will give her that. She's always been she's never told anything I've ever told her. Okay.
Right.
Anything I've ever said in Hangouts or anything like that, Diane has never put that out there. So, I do have that little bit of trust in Diane. Now, she might have spoke to her closest friends about it, but whatever. It never made it out into the YouTube universe. So I do have a sense of trust in Diane. Has this made me waver a little bit? Yeah, because, a behavior. But that doesn't mean she's guilty. And that's what I can't make people understand. But moving on. Let's not forget that those Christmas lists were fulfilled by the entire community. The entire community. So when we're talking about the great thing that Diane did at Christmas time, that kind of strikes a nerve with me because, yes, Diane got the ball rolling. Yes, her mods worked extremely hard on it. Yes, Amanda Lynn worked hard. TNT worked hard. Anybody, Jenna, anybody that dropped those links.
Right.
But it was the community that came together and did that.
Right. Because without the community clicking on those links and giving these families a Christmas, they wouldn't have had one. So you can't, I know for me, I don't take all the credit. I know your chat drops the Christmas list. You're not taking all the credit. I think it was a community thing as well. If the community did not pitch in, it wouldn't have been what it was. And I think it was successful. And it is a shame just because of the St. Jude thing. Now the Christmas wish is coming up a month, 2 months later. But back in December, everybody was running around saying how a wonderful thing it was. And nobody came out and said, anything bad about it until a month later. Yeah.
There should be no connection. Okay, that's my opinion.
I agree.
The Christmas list and the St. Jude thing, there should be no connection. Nobody did anything even remotely questionable when it comes to the Christmas list, except for the ones that actually questioned people about the Christmas list. We won't go there.
We will not go there, but yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like I said, I just came up here to say, because everybody's like, you haven't been live. You haven't been live. Trust me, I have talked to people in Discords that absolutely adore Diane. Absolutely. And they're torn, and it's and there's some that's going to support Diane regardless. And that's okay too.
Yep.
That's okay too.
I think you've taken the better road by not addressing it, Tracy, to be honest, because you don't want to hurt anybody for having an opinion. And when you're addressing this, you're going to hurt somebody. No matter how you look at it, you're going to offend somebody because you're going to say something that they don't agree with, and with you not addressing it, period, you don't have that risk, like everybody else that has.
Well, in the end, I'm not going to owe Diane an apology. I'm not going to praise her because I believe she could have shut this down long before it ever got to this point.
Yep.
Exactly, easy. Exactly. And that's how so many people feel. That's how so many people feel.
I adore
So,
Diane too. That's why this thing has been such a mind F for me. Yeah, I think it has been a mind F for a lot of people. A lot of people.
so again, I'm holding anything I have to say about the St. Jude situation other than Diana, you could have shut this down before this and you could have saved people a lot of hurt and heartache. But
Yes.
Diane, you must be held to the same standards as everybody else in this community. You have to be,
I
because no one, I don't care how big your channel is or how small your channel is, everyone has to be held to the same standards. It's just got to be that way.
yep,
Or
I agree.
you're going to see things like this happen repeatedly, and it's going to tear people apart. Like I said, I have actually lost people because they
I
felt
have
like
too.
I was leaning one way or the other, and
I
I
have
never
too.
was.
I had that same thing too because, I had somebody leave too because they felt like uh we were siding one way or another also. And that wasn't necessarily true. I've spoken highly of Diane on my channel many, many times. And I'm not saying, I have never said I don't believe her or I do believe her. I've just said that I would like to see the proof of it. And that's what I agree with you all the way that I think she's pushed this too far, too long. And I just hope Tuesday she can put an end to it so we can all move on. All of us. I think everybody is just up in arms, crazy, don't know what to think, don't know who to believe. And we need to stop because this community is totally divided and it
It
needs to,
is. It
it
is.
is.
And, there was a stream done where somebody came in and said, the truth is the division in this community.
Mhm. Yeah. That was right before all of this hit the fan. Yeah, that's what was going on right
Power.
before all of this hit the fan was that you were the divide. And I don't believe that at all. I don't believe that. Never did.
I mean, I'm very opinionated. I say what I say. But because of that, people have questioned me because I haven't spoken out on this. Why haven't you spoken out, Tracy? You always speak about how you feel because people don't want to hear how I feel. Because my
No.
feelings are innocent until proven guilty. I can't base it on behavior. That would make me a hypocrite when I support somebody like Darlie Routier, who was, in my opinion, convicted on her behavior after the death of her children. I know that's extreme because we're
Right.
talking about YouTube and money compared to the death of two children and a mother. But
But
I
it might
have to
not be.
stand by me. I have to be me first.
Right.
And I do want Diane to come on Tuesday, and I want her to show something that's undeniable, that nobody can pick apart, because I want to know that the kids of St. Jude got that money.
Uh-huh. Yep. And I think that's what everybody wants. Now it's become, YouTube fodder. Everybody's attacking everybody, all that. But when this first started, that's what everybody wanted to know was to make sure these children got the money that these people hope that they got. And that's what it comes down to. It's not about whether she moved to the Bahamas or whether she's moving or if she's going to jail or this or that. It's not about that. And that's what we need to get back to. We got to get back to the children and making sure we want proof that these children got the money they deserve to have. That's it.
Well, and in reality, and I've got a sharp tongue, and I've said things that I regret, and I've said things that I shouldn't have said. But
Yep.
by the same token, I don't want to see anybody hurt. I don't
No.
want to see anybody hurt. I don't want to see Diane's mods hurt. I don't want to see them attacked. I don't want to see Diane's supporters hurt. I don't want to see them attacked.
No.
I don't
I
want to
mean,
see
I even
Diane
got
hurt.
in on that. I even got on that for one day and I regretted that. And that's why I did my apology, because I did jump on that train and then I had to take a step back, because it's easy to jump on that train. It's easy when you get wrapped up and you're watching chat and you're listening to people and you know, you put your opinion out there. And I think that's why you're saying you've avoided YouTube, because you don't want
I
to do that.
respect your opinion more than enough. I really do. And you're right. They did become YouTube fodder. Uh, they
Yep.
became fodder because people started throwing them in people's faces.
Yep.
That's when it became fodder.
Yep.
Uh, like I said, come Tuesday, I by no later than Wednesday, I will have an opinion. You will either like it or you won't like it, but it will be my opinion, and I stand and I'll stand by whatever it is. Up until then, I don't see a reason to give an opinion, because all it's going to do is have half the community love me or half the community hate me. Whatever my opinion is, it's going to have half the community's going to hate me and half the community's going to love me. Why would I put myself in that position until I've seen
All the proof, all of it? You're only
yes,
seeing one side
exactly.
right now, right?
Exactly.
That's all we've seen. We've only seen one side. So how can we make a judgment call or have an opinion, which I agree with? Well, how can we have an opinion when you've only seen one side?
I've given credit to everybody more than enough that worked hours and hours on those Christmas lists. Um, again, I just wanted to get up here because everybody's like, you haven't been live. You haven't been live. I received messages in Discords. Why? When are you going live? When are you going live? Well, every live seems to be about this. And because I have nothing to offer to this, people with opinions have something to offer. Okay. Whether you think, Diane's on the good side or whether you think she's on the bad side, it's an opinion. Because I have no opinion, I haven't gone live. I don't know how much simpler to make it. But
Right.
I don't want to see anybody hurt. I don't want to see anybody hurt. I really don't. Nobody. Don't judge me. Don't judge Jenna on people who come into their chats. That's
Yes,
not fair,
that is not
because
fair.
I don't judge anybody on people that's in their chats. If there's
Nope.
people in that chat that I absolutely just cannot get along with, I just don't go in there.
Yeah, Rolls Mate says, I've had judgment from people for just liking certain creators. It's not fair. It's not. And it's
Exactly,
not fair
Rolos.
for people to be in here. Just because they're in here doesn't mean they agree. And for you to say, we know your opinion because of who's in your chat, I
Me
think
either,
that's,
Mandy.
I have an opinion until the facts are shown. I can't have an opinion until the facts are shown. I agree with that.
Me either. Me either. And that's where I stand, and that's where I will stand until Wednesday. So you can look for me to have a live stream on Wednesday.
Yep.
I did stand for you and Whiskey because I felt like you and Whiskey were in the right, Dova. Whiskey and Dova until the wheels fall off, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I tried to stand for what I feel is right. It doesn't make me always right. I'm not always right. God, I've
No.
been wrong a lot.
I don't think anybody's always right. Nobody in this community is always right.
Exactly, Smoker's Cough. Exactly. There's one particular creator that I really, really don't like, but I don't judge the people that do like her, because she does have fun lives. But I'm not
Right.
going to
I
say
just choose not to go in it.
everybody that goes into that chat is, I made that mistake one time. There was some horrible stuff going on in a chat, and I said, everybody in that chat is, I don't know what I said, trash or something. And I made that mistake because there were horrible things being said about somebody in this community. And I lost a few people because they said I was in that chat and you called me trash.
Yep.
And I was like, yeah, I did. Okay, I can't argue with it. I really said that.
Yeah.
Um,
There's some people in this chat right now that go over to a chat that I don't watch. It doesn't mean they're not allowed in here just because they go over there. I just don't go over there. I don't, it doesn't matter to me. If you like that person, you like that person. As long as you're in my chat and you're being respectful and you're having an opinion and you're doing it respectfully, I believe everybody should be allowed to come in. It doesn't mean that they what's the word, they agree with everything, and that's what blows my mind around here, because everybody's
yeah,
like,
I
oh,
mean,
did you see that person in that chat, that means they agree with everything they're saying. That's not true.
you got 400 people in a chat. You and 400 people are not going to agree on
Right.
everything. I mean, come on, reality. How
Mm-hmm.
boring would it be if we all just agreed on everything?
Right.
I mean, it's not like that in real life. What would make it like that on YouTube? I do feel like that on YouTube people act differently than what they would in their real life, because I don't believe some of these people that get on their panels and call people CUNTs and talk about their kids and mental
Yeah.
cases and basket cases and all that. I don't believe they would do that in real life. I don't believe they would walk up I don't want to believe that they would do that in their real life, that they would walk up to somebody on the street and talk that way to them. I don't want to believe that's the case. Some people on here just put on a show. That's
How
what
do
they
you
do.
see that more than enough? Well, Diane just became YouTube fodder for the last hour. No, it's called, we're sitting here in a chat discussing our opinions, but we're not picking on her. We're not putting her down. We're not calling her names. People are
No.
just giving their opinion. How is that YouTube fodder? So what? Are we supposed to be in this community but not have an opinion? We're supposed to just sit back and be quiet and not have an opinion because it gets taken as YouTube fodder? I mean, I know for me, I think that can have an opinion on stuff if I want to because I'm part of the community.
Yeah.
And it sounds like you want us just to not have an opinion and shut our mouths and not say anything when that's not the way YouTube works.
No. Everybody on here has an opinion. You either like it or you don't, but you have
Right.
to respect it because it is their opinion. Everybody is entitled to their own opinion. Nobody is entitled to their own facts. Facts are facts. Opinions are opinions. There's a big difference. But with that, I'm going to jump down. I will be
Okay.
live Wednesday because
Yay.
I do want to give Diane the opportunity to shut this down for once and for all so that we can all get back to just throwing tomatoes at each other and calling everybody CUNTs. And believe it or not, I want to get back to the normal.
I
And
agree.
that seemed to be the normal. I thought it was
Yeah,
crazy at the time, but that was before this happened.
I agree.
So
I
you guys
agree.
take care. Peace out. And I'll see you around the tubes.
All right. Thank you, Tracy, for coming up.
All right. Bye, Jenna.
By respectfully expressing our opinions. Absolutely. I think that we are doing it respectfully. Smokers Cop. This isn't even about Diane anymore. This is about the divide in the community. Discussion is important. It is important. I agree. But I don't feel like we sat up here, me or the truth, and cut Diane down or cut down anybody that believes in Diane or still believes she's innocent, and we haven't cut down the people that believe she's not. It's not even about that. It's just about hopefully, having an opinion. We're allowed to have an opinion, and hopefully we can put an end to this, Tuesday. That's all we're hoping for. That's what the live was about. That hopefully Diane goes live Tuesday and that this divide in this community can somehow get put back together. I don't know if that's going to happen. I think a lot of people have been hurt, but hopefully we can put this community back to the way it was, because it's sad. I can't tell you how many people that were friends 3 weeks ago that, talked all the time. They supported each other, and now they don't even speak. They're going their separate ways. That's heartbreaking. I think people are moving on. I think so too. And that's fine. You can move on. Nobody's saying that you shouldn't. Hey, your main girl. So I'm glad Tracy came up, I'm glad that she's going live on Wednesday. And all we can hope for is that Diane will go live Tuesday. She'll put out what she'll put out. You're either going to believe it or you're not going to believe it. But at the end of the day, is it really about what we believe or what we don't? It's going to be how St. Jude deals with it. I think it's in their hands now. It really is. Are they going to see that she scammed them, or is she not? That's where it lies, and it's beyond us now. Everybody did what they had to do, where they felt like they needed to report her. They reported her, and either they're going to find that she was at fault or they're not. So, but my dogs need to go out. I thank you guys all it's whatever you believe. Believe it, please. Yes, absolutely. I saw a funny troll name yesterday. Sorry, but it was called Diane's Moving Truck. Really, Samantha B? They always come up with some troll accounts. It's crazy. But, I don't know. I'm kind of with Tracy. I want it back the way it was. Was it crazy back then? It was, but I think that was the normal. I'd rather be there than where we are right now, because I think a lot of people are hurting, and I think people are losing sight of what this was really about. And because it's gone on so long, people have lost what it's really about. And it's really about those children and hoping that they got their donations. And let's just hope that they did, because that's what it's about. That's what it's about. So I have to let the dogs out, but I thank you guys for coming in. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe. If you could hit the thumbs up or the thumbs down, I like them both. I hope everybody has a fabulous Monday, even though it's Monday. Boo-hoo Monday. But I hope you guys all have a fabulous day, and I will be back soon, and I will talk to you guys all then. And talk to y'all later. Bye, everybody.